Hello guys, it's Peach at Crooked Peach. Alright, I'm harvesting mimosa bark. So I cut this from the mimosa tree, I removed the greenery, and now I'm going to peel off the bark. It's really not difficult to do this. It's just not something to do. You see people do every day. So I just wedged that knife down beneath the bark. So I've exposed the underside of the bark, the cambium layers in here. That's what it's called scientifically. Like, just don't go down too deeply into it because it won't do you any good. So you can peel it off in sheets and then cut it with scissors, or, and I do it both ways, or you can just kind of do it like this. Oops. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to keep on doing this. What I do is let this naturally dry. I do not put it in a dehydrator. Don't put it in a dehydrator. It has wonderful medicinal qualities, but you lose a lot of that if you dehydrate. Yeah, I actually like doing it this way a little bit better. Be careful with a knife. Cutting towards you is dangerous. So anyways, I'm going to let this dry thoroughly, and then I jar it up, and I use it in a tea. So mimosa tree bark, as well as the mimosa paducah plant, the sensitive plant, have medicinal qualities that, you know what, I'm trying to kill myself, that treat depression, anxiety, and most importantly, PTSD. I've also found that if you have been on an SSRI, often known as an antidepressant, and you are trying to get them out of your life, this helps in the process of your brain healing itself and not taking those medications. Getting off of an SSRI, or antidepressant, it can cause some pretty severe depression in a lot of people. And when your synapses in your brain start to regenerate, a lot of folks complain that it's painful, kind of like electrical shocks in the brain, very unpleasant ones. And this helps with that. It really does. No side effects either. And so far as I have been able to find, it has no contradictions. And look, this is just a kitchen knife. It's nothing, you don't need anything special, you really don't. Just find you a mimosa tree, trim it up a little bit, be kind to the tree, leave plenty there for the tree so it can continue to grow and thrive and provide you with more medicine in the future. Ooh, the short ribs are done. And then just peel your bark. Brew it into a tea after it's good and dry. So with bark teas, just like with a root tea, you're going to want to let it steep for longer than normal. So a typical tea, you might steep for 5 minutes. A medicinal tea, you might typically steep for about 10 minutes. But with bark and root teas, you need to give it more time. And so I like to give it about 20 minutes of steeping time. And that's with this bark tea and with like the ashwagandha, any stem teas too. So I grow echinacea, and when I make teas, medicinal teas with the echinacea, I like to include stem and leaf. So with the stem, you really also want to give it a longer steep time. Alright, let me see if I can get this a little closer to the camera. There's no need for me to do all of this with you, because it's the same thing over and over again. But just, it's very simple, really and truly. It's not hard to do. You know, you put your knife at a little bit of an angle. I don't know what degree that is. I'm not a scientist or whatever. Just be careful with it. Take your time. Don't do like me. Do not pull the knife toward you. And don't dig in. There's no need to dig into the wood. That's why this angle is so good and important. It's kind of just shaving it off. All right, we're just about done with this one right here. Not leaving any of that good stuff. That's great medicine, y'all. All right, look. All right, we got this one done. I'm going to get on to the next one. This is easy. You can do this. You really can. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you again. Bye. Look at him, sexy man.